Hey Saber fans, Kylo here again with another review of a different Saber from Saberforge. I'm gonna try and not make this one as long as I did the last one. The last one was about 20 minutes long and that was way longer than I wanted it to be. So I'll try and shorten this as much as possible. Just to, if anybody wants even more details on Sabers, I guess you can go to my other video and watch that one. But I'm going to try and make this one short and sweet because there are some other things that I'd like to get to on this Saber that I didn't either get a chance to talk to you about on the last video, which was the Black Lotus, or things that are different with this Saber than they are from the Black Lotus. So without further ado, here is the Saberforge Sentinel. This is pretty much a Saberforge Bastion, which is another apprentice level saber. The only difference between the Bastion and the Sentinel is the wrapping, which I got mine in the black leather. The lines on the wrapping, there are none. It looks fantastic. It feels good. It feels sturdy. I've seen some people talk about the leather wrappings or whatever style wrapping they had gotten on the sabers to be loose. That is not the case with mine. Feels very good. Kind of some dimensions on the saber. It is 10.5 inches long from pommel to emitter. It's about a pound, maybe 2 pounds, so it's a very light saber. I didn't even realize that. Lightsaber, that's hilarious. It is the thing. It's very light, and when you put the blade in, the weight distribution is fairly off. The balance point with the saber after the blade is in is quite far up on the blade, just because that this is so light. Let's see. I've got a few notes here. I just want to go through some things. This was about the first saber that I ordered. I did get the Black Lotus before this one. I had ordered that off the Etsy page when it got back up and running, and that took about 4 to 5 days to actually get to me. This saber I ordered on April 10th of this year and received it on July 5th. So about a 3-month wait. That wait was excruciating, but watching videos such as this, and of course buying another saber that got here much faster than this one had, helped me out with that wait. So I don't recommend going out and buying a bunch of other sabers while you wait for this one, but it certainly isn't going to hurt. It's going to hurt your wallet, but the waiting won't hurt at all. So without further ado, this is the champion level saber, so it does have the sound. I got it in the Viridian sound font, which is the light sound font that Saberforge offers. So without further ado, I'm going to pull the kill key. I'll show you what that looks like there. Not a big fan of the newer style kill key. I guess it's not really new now. They've had it out for a few months. Probably going to order some different kill keys from the Laserforge website. They've got some pretty interesting things there that I would like to get, and I'll probably get that for this and my Black Lotus and another saber that I am about to order pretty much after this video. So once again, without further ado, the Saberforge Sentinel in the light side Viridian sound font in green.
Sabercore, Viridian.
As you can see, it has the emitter windows. I love the way that looks. It looks absolutely gorgeous at night or in the dark. It's kind of hard to see the blade plug with it on, but it looks gorgeous when it is lit. As you can see, the activation switch is also lit up in a green color, and it is quite loud. So I'm going to turn it off now. And if you don't know, if you don't have one, when you turn off the Saberforge sabers, you just hold it down and it goes off. So I'm going to put the kill key back in and just kind of go through some things with this. I got this with the quick connects, so I will show you that in a little bit. And I'm already in 6 minutes in this video, and I'm going further than I wanted to go, but I do want to go through some things. With this saber, it feels great, but a problem I have had with this saber, and that I had with my Black Lotus saber as well, is the speaker. As you can hear, it's loud, but the problem I had with this one and my Black Lotus is the speaker actually got loose. I don't duel with these sabers, but I happened to, when I had both of the sabers with me, I just clacked, the blades together, just to see what it would sound like, and then I heard a jiggle, and I don't know if you can hear it, and I'll show you what it looks like. I'm not sure you're going to be able to really see it, but the speaker is loose in there. With my experience from Saberforge customer service, they have been exemplary. I have had no issues with them whatsoever. So I know when I contact them and let them know that the speaker went loose on this saber as well, I know I'm not going to have an issue. When I had to send my Black Lotus back, it got back to me in less than a week. So they're very, very fast. Got everything fixed. That speaker is very tight. It does not move. So I know that when I send this one back, it will be the same thing. So let me put a blade in here so I can show you what it looks like with the blade in it. If you saw my last video, I had mentioned this before. The Allen wrenches that come with these, they're obviously very small and very easy to lose. My advice would be to invest in one of these. It has all different sizes of Allen wrenches on it, but you only need the one. And just going to take out, there's the blade retention screw, and just so you know, further down is the LED retention screw. Grr. Don't pull it. Don't unscrew the screw too far, because if it falls out and you lose it, you are screwed. Haha! Another joke. Play on words. Oh, I'm so stupid. Okay. In there nice and good. So I'll show you what it looks like with the blade. I love these emitter windows. Just absolutely gorgeous. Let me turn this off again. On the camera, it looks like it looks like just a light beam. In person, it is not like that. Don't get me wrong. It's not like it's not bright. It is very, very bright. But on camera, it looks a hell of a lot better than it does in person. Once again, not saying it looks terrible in person, but not as good as it would on camera. When you take still shots, when you take video, it looks like you're straight in the movies. I've gone cosplaying as different characters at different conventions, and all the pictures I have, they look fantastic because of the brightness of these sabers. Saberforge makes this is a 12 watt green, so it is very bright. In the sunlight, it's not so great. I'm going to invest in a day blade on Etsy. They deliver pretty quickly, and just to see how that looks. But right now, if you're indoors, if you're outside in the dark or dim lit circumstances, the saber looks fantastic. I can't say it enough how much the two sabers I have from Saberforge, I absolutely love them. I have two from Hasbro that are nice, but they don't even compare to these. So let me make sure I've gone through all the things. 10.5 inches long. Oh, there's one thing something I gotta talk about. And this is, let me put this down. I'm actually leaning this on an iPad right now because I need you guys to hear something. Alright. Put this speaker on. So, I'm going to turn this on. Oh, it's already on. Another function that both the Crimson sound font, we're just going to talk about the Viridian sound font for now. It has what is supposedly called a blaster deflection sound. I am obviously a very big Star Wars fan. I don't just wear this thing on videos. I go to conventions. I'm actually going to Star Wars Celebration next year, and I'm going to the New York Comic Con this year. So hey, if you want to meet me, that's where I'll be. But that sound, that is no blaster deflection sound. If you're as big a Star Wars fan as I am, you know damn well where that sound comes from. That's an at firing sound. And just to prove that point, I'm going to play this little sound. This is from Empire Strikes Back on Hoth. And this is what an at sounds like. Now let's turn this on again. Sounds similar, doesn't it? Because that's what that sound is. Now, if you want to know what a blaster deflection sound sounds like, this is what a blaster deflection sound really sounds like. I hope you could hear that when I watch the video after. If it's not there, I'll have to do this video yet again. So, yeah. It would be awesome if they could make the sound font of the actual blaster deflection. That would be kind of sweet. Granted, I don't actually use that sound on here. When I'm using my saber, I don't really press the button to do anything with it. So it's not like I really need it. But it would be nice if you're going to call it a blaster deflection sound, that it's actually a blaster deflection sound. So that's the majority of things I wanted to go over, but there's one thing I told you about, the quick connects. One other thing. Excuse me. I'm sorry. The blade plug, that's what it looks like without the bright LED. Very nice. It's about 2 inches long, so it's pretty long for a blade plug. I just want to show you the quick connects. Now, I don't know how this is with other sabers, but when it comes to taking the LED, putting the LED back in, let me tell you, on this saber, it is a bitch getting that thing back in there. Yeah, so that's the LED retention screw. Before I do anything else, put the kill key back in. And I'm at 15 minutes, so I completely lied about this being a short video. So I apologize. You probably think I'm insane. Alright, so let me get closer here. So this is what the Quick Connects looks like. I really wanted this just because I wanted to be able to change my saber color on the fly. I've heard that the hero editions, they're not as bright, because they have multiple dyes, and I'm not really too sure. I can't say for sure because I don't have one, but I've just heard they're not as bright as the single color LEDs. But to remove a Quick Connects, it's very simple. You just take the, I don't know if you can see that. This is the LED and what comes in the saber, and pull it apart. Simple as that. Okay, so that was green. That was the initial color I had gotten. I have since bought 2 other colors. This one is cyan. They come just like this, and they write down like an abbreviation for the color. Just throw that in there. Now I'm gonna set this in. I'm not gonna screw it in because, like I tell you, it's out, and I'll show you that in a second, or in like 5 minutes, because this video is taking so freaking long. Where's my blade? So this is the cyan, my favorite color so far when it comes to these blades. I'm so ridiculous. I didn't even turn off the light. I'll do that with the red one, because, you know, that's my favorite color. Alright, so turn it off. Take the blade out. LED, once again, it's as simple as that. And of course I got it in red because, you know, that's Grandpa's color and all. Simply just takes a couple of seconds. Once again, I've seen people with other sabers, they put their Quick Connects in, they're able to screw it in real easy like. With this, I really don't know if you can see it. This part here is a lot thinner than up here, and the wires have to go down in there. But there's this little, I don't know if you can see that black circle there, where some of the wires get caught up, and so it won't go down all the way, and you have to really screw with it to actually get it in there. It can be quite frustrating, but I don't care. So I'm actually going, here you are. I'm going to screw this in a little bit. And in the 12-watt red. Show you where the balance point is. Right about there. where I can just balance it easily. So this is significantly heavier than this here. So let me turn off the lights, and you can get a better idea what it looks like. Let me just turn this off. Oh, by the way, one other thing. Since it still remains green. That's the color that it initially came with. So it's always going to stay that color. So it doesn't matter what LED color you put in here. That is always going to remain the same color. Turn off the Olympics and watch the United States whoop that ass. Sorry to all my foreign-born people. We love you all. No Trump supporters here. Okay, in the dark. I'm just gonna back this thing up a little bit. Those emitters, those windows, I love them. Well, folks, that's it for the review for the Saberforge Sentinel. Sorry that it took so long yet again. I actually have a Saberforge Relic, Saberforge Templar on the way, Weathered Edition. I'll be giving a review of that one sometime soon, whenever that gets in. Play with it a little bit and let you know how it is. Maybe I'll take video from Comic-Con, because that's what I'm really buying it for. If you have any questions about this saber, or turn this one off.
Saber Cool. Crimson.
Or any questions about the Black Lotus, let me know, and I will gladly answer any of your questions. Just leave a comment if this video stunk, if this video was too long, which it was too long. Whatever, doesn't matter. Good, bad, indifferent. Like I said, questions, comments, leave them there. And also, and this is probably stupid and my bank account will yell at me, maybe a little game. Leave some comments and say what saber I should get next besides from the Templar. I'm pretty much buying one of these per month until I get to the end. So thank you, Phil. You'll be receiving more of my money, because these sabers are awesome. But leave in the comments. Let me know what saber would you like me to get next. I'll purchase it and do a review on that one. Maybe that one will be will be shorter than this. Who knows? But anyway, thank you again, Saber fans, and may the Force be with you.